Ooh wee, look at them meats, boy. Got her on them things. Look at that. Ooh. It's on True Stickies. On brand new set, on a brand new. No. Still got the sticker on them, and boy, them stickers will be on there till they fall off. Daddy got me. We were sitting in the shop, and I was messing around. And I was joking. Because these are a lot of money. But I can't remember what. We was talking about Christmas, and I looked at Daddy, and I said, if you don't get me something for Christmas, I said, I'll take a set of 43 stickies. And I was joking around. But he made it happen. So it's one of those things where you really don't know what to say. Very, 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 very appreciative for it. And yeah, he helps me out a lot more than anybody, and more than he knows. I appreciate him a lot. And I know some days, there's a lot of days that I'm probably out here in the shop and I seem disgruntled and mad and I don't want to talk to nobody. And, but that's part of it whenever you got a lot of crap going on. But I'm very appreciative for the help he does give me. Very. And, couldn't do it without him sometimes. Most of the time. Couldn't do it without him. He's a tremendous amount. So, I want to say that real quick because y'all are going to see these and wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way. Let y'all know about these things. But other than that, keep walking in circles. But other than that, we got some progress going on there. I got these bars in, on both sides. I've done a bunch of welding on that this week. Really all we got left is on the cage part here is I'm gonna put a bar 45, and I gotta do some sort of X in it. Do some welding on the front half and get these cut back and tied in somehow. These two, and then on these two, I got the bolt together plates, because if you look at the cages, you got bolt together pieces here, bolt together piece here, but I had it welded solid here. So last time I changed the motor, back before I flipped it, I took the front end out of it and carried the motor out of the bottom. So now you get that done. If we pull all accessories off of the motor, we should be able to pull it out the top. That'd be pretty nice. So the cage coming along. Got steering. Last night me and Jonathan got this done. Well, not done, but got a steering bar made up. Rams mounted. It's all tacked on. I got to finish weld it out. And there's the other tab for the top. And it's tight in there. And we got the orbital tacked on. And the steering shaft done. Couldn't really think of another place to mount the orbital. The lines are going to be snug right there, but I think some 45s. And we'll be able to snake around and not get into anything. Because, I mean, you got to remember right now we're sitting at full bump. So that's the tightest. Theoretically, maybe within an inch. You might, if you smash her down real hard and really stuff it, and it'll squish the bump stops. But theoretically, that should be the lowest we're ever at. So when we got plenty of clearance, we could go down another inch, and it would still clear fine. Made it slippable here so we can take it apart. Take it apart right here. Slide it, get this over the other way. We'll still be able to pull the manifold on and off with the steering shaft right there. Mash cylinder. Boom, 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 boom. On the brakes, we are making progress on that. That mash cylinder there come off Daddy's buggy. Thought about using it, and then I found this one in it's brand new in my cabinet, and I got an adapter here built, which I'm gonna cut it there, cut these bolts off stuff and just trim it up. But this bolts to the factory Toyota booster, and it'll fit a full-size Chevrolet master cylinder. The reason I didn't use that is I forgot when we made these pieces. If you look right here, you see how it's dished here but not dished here. Well, there's a nut that needs to go right here, and I don't feel like trying to grind all that out, and I don't feel like trying to make another adapter so I can countersink the nut. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna use that other master cylinder. I think I got everything to plumb the brakes, except for 2 fittings. They'll be here Monday, allegedly. So, with all that being said, quit rambling here. The goals for this week, this video working weekend. I don't see it unrealistic to have this thing starting next video. I'll tell you what, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna set a. If you don't make your goals hard, you ain't got no reason to work for it. So that's our next. By the end of next video, is to start this truck. And theoretically, once it starts, we should be able to move it. But in this video, we're going to work as hard as we can towards that. But my main goal is to get the cage finished. That's my big main thing. Get the cage finished, get the fuel cell mounted, get the radiator mounted, get the shocks mounted, battery mounted, transmission cooler mounted, and get it welded out. And that, which not fully welded, I don't care if I get it welded out. I can work on it through evenings and weekends and stuff. I can work on welding out the cage, but have it all done. No more coping, no more bending tube. Done with all that. All we gotta do is finish welding it. That's my main goal. Be nice to get stuff like drive shafts done, which while I'm working on cage stuff, Daddy and Jonathan will come in and they'll come help and stuff. They'll be here and there. You never know. To-do list down to to-do list so that it works a little bit. If somebody comes in and wants to help, man, the list is here. So it's just a broad. There's some more little things, you know. There's a bunch of subcategories we could tie into all this, but that's just a good overview. But yeah, I think right now what I'm about to do is I'm about to set y'all up on the tripod. Well, up on y'all's 4x4 1/4-inch steel tube that y'all sit on all the time. And I'm going to start coping some tube out, laying some tube out and seeing what we can get, and let y'all watch the time lapse. So y'all watch this however long time lapse of my hours of work. And I'll pick y'all back up when we get all this tube knocked out. We've made some progress. Don't look like a whole lot, but it's leaps and bounds, really. We'll start out up here. Daddy and Jonathan did. We got some steering lines figured up. That's a big step in the right direction. On that, we won't like I would get a line made, but other than that, weld all that out, and that'll be. Oh, that's broke loose. It ain't clamped down because I got to put a thermostat in it, but coolant hoses are in. That one's clamped down. Manifold headers, whatever you want to call them, they're on. So that's a pretty good step there. Daddy got the master cylinder bolted up, but I had to order some fittings that I go from here to the 4AN. Just clean it up a little bit. We looked at this option, but don't really care for it a whole lot. And then got all the pipes tied in here. Got to clean that up. I'm curious to see in the comments if anybody's seen what I've done here. It's in the time lapse. Wonder if anybody caught that. We'll see. All that's tied in. Both of that side's tied in. And then back here, got tires bolted on it. Shocks are mounted. They're almost welded out. Got to weld the bottoms out all the way. Added them 2 tubes I'm talking about. And yeah, she's coming together. Tied in there. Get the roof bar end done. So pretty much the main cage needs to be welded out. All we lack, as far as, I'm gonna talk to y'all. All we lack as far as cage wise is, which I feel like it'd be a pretty easy task to get did tomorrow. Mount transmission cooler. Mount battery. And finish mounting the fuel cell. Finish mounting the radiator. And make a mount for the cooler. Oh, and I got to put a bar in. I think I'm gonna go. I ain't 100%, guys, gals. I think I'm gonna go instead of fully Xing it all the way across. I think I'm just gonna drop out of that corner right there, and I'm gonna drop from that bar into that bar, well, straight through that bar, and then I'm gonna make a triangle plate that goes from that 2x4 there, and I'm gonna gusset this tube and that, so there'd be triangle plate, pretty thick, stout, and drop off in there. Problem is I wasn't thinking it through whenever I'd done it, so I didn't think about it. I had to slide my fuel cell, which ain't a big ordeal, but to fully exit I'm going to slide the fuel cell back in order to hit this bar in the middle and then come out. And still, there ain't a great spot to tie in. Kind of funky, really. So I think that'll work great. Also, for the seat belts, I'm sure y'all might have wondered about that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and off of this bar right here, once I get the seats in and figure out where they're going to land, I'm just going to weld a piece of plate that comes up however high I need it. That way I can bolt through the cab through that plate to my top belts, so it ain't just bolted to the cab. So technically it'll have a harness bar, it's just outside. It'd be bolted through the cab. Be just as safe. But I think it's turned out pretty good. I think it turned out real good. I would like to incorporate, I don't know if it probably won't get done before New Year's, but later on down the road, I like to incorporate some bump stops in. We'll come off of, I'd really like to get some hydraulic bumps for it, for the back and the front, and then we could maybe pad out right here, or mount it like right here and gusset in into the can, can here and then pad out, something like that. We'll see. I still got to do something about this and weld this, and I'm gonna weld some tie down, so I ain't got that strap through here every time. I'm just gonna weld make some tie down points or something maybe. But it's coming along. We get the radiator in tomorrow, we'll be able to plumb the rest of the cooling system out. figure out, because right now we just don't know. Dang camera. We just don't know what bends need to be aware of, how and who and why. But yeah, I'm nasty as heck. It's like 10 o'clock. I should still be working, but I've been at it since pretty early this morning. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna rest up, get cleaned up and rest up, and we'll hit it hard in the morning. Maybe y'all seen in the time lapse there, but got the radiator mounted, got the trans cooler mounted. Y'all didn't see it, I cut the time lapse off, but we got the cooler mounted. Got a mount made for the cooler. I'm still working on how I'm gonna strap her down exactly. And we've got a battery mount here made, which I still gotta make something to keep them sliding this way, and then something to cover the top of it. I don't want to do, I can do like angle iron or whatever, but I really don't want to. I want something to look a little different, look a little fancier. Oh, and we got the bars in for the cage. So now the cage, as far as bending tube, all that other than welding it, cage is done. Unless we get a windshield in it and I do window bars. But there's a cracked windshield in a Toyota out at Daddy's, and we might throw it in here for New Year's, and then we'll replace it after New Year's or something and do window bars then. Not 100% on that. But other than that, yeah, the cage done, everything's mounted up. I'm about to go through here. It's getting a little late throughout the day, and I gotta get that one fixed. And then y'all can see here we are we're gonna go Christmas parading tomorrow. And so we gotta get lights and all that stuff on them. But as far as old catch-up, we made a lick on it. But I wanted to get this video done so I can get it edited and get it out tomorrow. But I'm gonna still go through here. I'm gonna tidy up battery mount, radiator mount. It's good. It's just gotta be, I just gotta weld out my fan thing I made here. Cut off my bolts, make them all the same length. So they look good. I'm hoping this won't put too much heat right on the cooler and just melt the ice out of it. In the wintertime, it probably won't bother it bad, but I think in the summertime, it'll probably eat ice bad. But yeah, summertime it'll probably eat the ice up pretty good. We'll figure that out when it gets here. Transmission mount here. I ended up only doing 3 supports to it, which I still gotta weld it out. But once it's tight, I don't think it's gonna need this other leg on it. I think it'll be okay. Got 2 here. This weld this. Then you can take the fan on and off. On the bottom, I'm just gonna probably run 2 zip ties with them fan things to keep it from wobbling. And I've got to make some side to sides for this. Something to keep that from going side to side and forward and backwards, and then some straps over the top of it. And all this back here will be done. Got a lot of welding to do. A lot of welding. So So I'm bad about project hopping on this on stuff. I'll work on this a little bit and back and forth, back and forth. So my goal now, I'm gonna try to get all this knocked out. That way when I can work forward, because I need to get all this knocked out where I can get a battery in it, and I can start plumbing fuel lines, start plumbing radiator lines, wiring fans, wiring everything, and figure out how I'm gonna wire the cab back in, where I'm gonna run all these wires. Yeah, I think that'll be my next endeavor is wiring. I have everything to do the wiring. Like I said, brake stuff will be here next week. We'll be able to do brakes. And we've got a heck of a transmission leak coming from somewhere under this John. Do y'all see it? I don't see it. Where's it coming from? Did I spill something? Me don't know. Oh, that's weird. Looks like it's somewhere over there. I don't know if y'all can see that. It looks like it's over on that corner of the pan. But the puddle don't look like it is. That's weird. And what's even weirder is it ain't got no fluid in it. I don't know where that's coming from. We'll figure it out though. But yeah, making great progress in my opinion. We're still, I think it's gonna be tough, but I don't think it's unrealistic that we start this thing next video. So I'm gonna quit rambling on. This was the update. We made some big progress, and if y'all want to see some more leaps and bounds, make sure to tune in next week, and we'll see what we can make happen. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next week.